Look at this.
Inside an old South Minneapolis home, lamps flicker, vintage furniture fills the rooms, and plenty of light shines through the windows onto Lucas Levin's face. Levin, an avid thrifter, often brags about his fantastic finds that he's found shopping with others.
That was thrifted. That TV console, that side table was thrifted. That chair was thrifted. This coffee table was thrifted. These coasters were thrifted. These were $1 at a vintage shop here. These are... They say Schmidt on them. I got them near the Schmidt Artist Lofts in St. Paul.
Levin says he thrifts about 3 times a month, trying to find cool new clothes and other items.
And I do it mostly alone or with my girlfriend because we like to make a date out of it. Like we will spend like 2 hours at a thrift shop just going through everything.
And when Levin says everything, he means everything.
Now I get every single piece of clothing I wear thrifted, except for undergarments. That is, I
wouldn't do that.
I try to keep those clean. But
do they sell
yeah,
underwear?
They sell underwear. They sell socks. They sell underwear. I think these socks are actually thrifted.
So why does Levin thrift in the first place? Well, he told me you can find things that have been passed down for generations.
You find some of the best stuff from people who loved it before, and it either just doesn't fit them anymore, or their loved one had it and they passed away or something, and now it's yours, and you can show that love again in that piece of clothing.
So I decided to put Levin's talk to the test at a local Savers thrift store in Columbia Heights.
Not bad. This is Tommy Hilfiger, never worn.
Some finds don't work.
It fits. But seeing it on me, I don't know if I really like it all that much.
But others, like an oversized Eddie Bauer sweater vest Levin found, do work.
It's not bad, actually. Fits me really nice. That might be a cop, as we say in the thrift world.
Levin ended up copping or purchasing a few new outfits after our trip to Savers, and he also told me that for him, saving the climate is just as important as finding a bargain.
And being able to buy clothes that were already used is part of the whole reduce, reuse, recycle. You know what I mean? Like you're reusing clothing, you're reusing plates, you're reusing tchotchkes that would end up in a landfill. You're taking things that would probably end up in trash and giving them a whole new life.
And saving some of the clothing that's donated to thrift stores like Savers end up in landfills. In fact, 85% of created textiles end up as waste. The group for the East End reports the fashion industry pollutes 10% of humankind's carbon emissions, the second most out of any industry in the world, only behind agriculture. However, thrifting's also good for the environment. There are fewer things thrown away and less chemical pollution because people reuse clothes and other items secondhand, something Keondra Kelly says is extremely important.
I would say, like, if you are going to go thrift shopping, have a clear conscience of what you want and not what you think you want.
Kelly began going to thrift stores as a toddler, and their grandmother helped them getting into buying things secondhand. Kelly's now a warehouse worker at the Goodwill near the University of Minnesota campus and encounters a lot of used items that need to pass the test of whether they can be resold and reused.
We sort through what is essentially good and then what is bad, and whatever is like bad, which is typically things that are stained, torn, peeling. You wouldn't want to give it to another person. That's going to go into the scrap bin.
Kelly said Goodwill sends these scrap bin items to warehouses where they could still be used. Otherwise, these items are disposed of, adding to the waste contributing to the fashion industry's enormous amount of carbon emissions. Connor O'Neill, University Report.